We're going to do two quick examples from section 5 where we do the double distribution. I'm going to start out with number 44. And on number 44 we have a couple chunks, or 3 chunks in the first group and 2 chunks in the second group. So I'm going to go ahead and circle those. And we have a 3n squared, a plus 8n, and a minus 5 in that first group. We have an n and a minus 5 in the second group, and we want to distribute to each of them. So we're going to take that 3n squared and distribute to the n and the minus 5. So 3n squared times another n would be 3n to the third power. 3n to the second power times negative 5, we would multiply the 3 times the negative 5 to get negative 15, and then have the n to the second come along. Move on to our next color here. We've got a positive 8n times n is going to be plus 8n to the second, and then positive 8n times negative 5. Negative 5 times positive 8 is negative 40, and bring the n along. And then we have one more here. We have a negative 5 times the n is negative 5n, and a negative 5 times the negative 5 is plus 25. So now we got to combine our like terms. We have a 3n to the third, and that's the only thing to the third. We have a negative 15n squared and a positive 8n squared. Those are n squared terms. We have a negative 40n and a negative 5n, our n terms, and then we have a plus 25. So cleaning that all up, 3n to the third comes first, highest power. Conveniently, this is actually all in the correct order already. So negative 15 plus positive 8 is minus 7 n squared. Cross those out. We have a negative 40 and a negative 5, which make negative 45 n. And then we just have a plus 25 at the end. And that's going to be our cleaned up, in proper form, in standard form solution. Move on down here, and we're going to do one last example. We have 7m plus 8 all squared. Again, your temptation might be to square everything inside, and that is not going to work because of that addition sign. You cannot distribute a power across addition or subtraction sign. So what we can do though is rewrite this to say what the square means, and that means times itself. So something times the same thing. So there's a total of 2 of them. So we have a 7m plus 8 times a second 7m plus 8, and that's what it means to be the second power. So we've replaced that, and now we proceed just the way we did before. We treat it like a normal double distribution problem, meaning that we circle our terms, circle our chunks, and then we distribute across those. So we have a 7m times a 7m. 7 times 7 is 49. M times m is m squared. We have a 7m times an 8. 7 times 8 is 56. I had to think about that one. I always forget that one. And then an m. On the other side, we have an 8 times a 7m. 8 times 7 is still 56. And the m comes along. 8 times 8 is positive 64. No letters this time. And our last step, we combine our like terms. We're going to have an m squared term, a couple m terms, and then a constant term at the end. So we have 49m squared that we just bring down. We have 56 plus 56. 50 plus 50 is 100, 6 plus 6 is 12, so we have 112 m. Use those up, and then plus 64, that's our constant at the end. So this is going to be our cleaned up final version of 7m squared, or 7m plus 8 all squared. Good luck on the rest of these.